Hey friends. Hey Dargon. Hey Sleep Druid. Hey Quixana. Happy Friday. You guys think of the April update came out on Thursday. So good.
Make it chunkier.
Hey Nick, thanks for the sub, dude. They've been subscribed for 12 months. I feel like it's been longer. Has it not been longer? You define possum. Feldine, what up? Roland Bus. How you doing?
Make it chunkier.
Easy. 2 months. 2 month sub from Dargon. Make it chunkier. The Unity loading screen is chunky enough, I think. Thank you very much. So yesterday I was working on some more Beetle stuff, and you know what I realized is that one thing I didn't try was using the copy function that we have on the LERP system. So what I could do is I can take the texture that we have for the Beetles currently, and I can just use the copy function on the entire thing, and it looks the same. So I think I can set up the Beetles. I think I can make one Beetle and then have it work for all of the Beetles. Well, most of them. I think I can do the Scarab and the Fire Beetle with lerping. I don't know if I can get the... I think I still need the D Beetle to be its own thing because he's got a very specific emissive map, which wouldn't be replicatable unless I made like the geo specific way, but then it needs to be a separate thing anyway. So I was playing around with that yesterday. Dude, Define Possum, I shaved on like, it must have been Tuesday or Wednesday, and then like it's growing back already. Like it's like I'm kind of bushy again. Like fuck, grows so fast. Not that I come. It's a huge issue for me because I look ridiculous when I'm clean shaven anyway. So, I like this kind of in between stage for me. I look so rugged. I need to open the thing. Let me open the database. I'll show you guys what I did so far. I made a Scarab. Let's kill this problem child here. Summon this guy. So here's a Scarab. This is using a LERP system, and I edited the eyes, so the eyes are a separate material now, so that I can have let's pull this guy up too. So the eyes are a separate material, so we can have them kind of glowing like the skeletons now. So we can do, I can lerp the textures now. We can control the eyes with data. And then through data, we also have the ability to add a light source. So this guy on the right, he glows, but it's a different kind of glow than the light went away when I killed him. It's not the exact same point length as the other one. I don't know how I feel about that. I think the glowing butt is kind of cool, but I don't know if we can control that specific thing through data, so it might be a trade-off if it gets us more beetles, I guess. But oh, that's fine. So I don't know. I think that's might be worthwhile. But this is where I got last night, and I think it's pretty good. And I was gonna see if I'd set up all of them like this, see how it looks. With great beard comes great responsibility. Yes. Let's see. The one on the right has his high beams on, yeah. So I can change the color of that stuff too. Like I can make right now I just copy pasted whatever's in there for wherever I pulled it from. But I think if I let me find a different color actually. So if I reload zone, that's gonna work. Maybe it will. Where's the greasy scarab? An artsy scarab. They're on vacation. Let's see. Reload. Did I already? I didn't. Oh, I did do it. Take it a second. Can the eyes be made to cycle through colors like RGB eyes? I don't. Not through data, I don't think. It's basically kind of setting it to a setting. It's not. It's like a. Well, that is something that could be done, I think, to Flying Possum, but it would require a custom material. We'd be loading up a custom material. Okay, that didn't work. Why didn't that work? Reload zone. It's supposed to be red. Someone stole his eyes. So that's the due to the way I set them up. Their eyes are a separate thing, and when they don't show up properly, it looks kind of weird. But so my plan with this was that if it works out, there we go. Ooh, that's very bright. But we need to be turned down a little bit. I don't know. I don't even know if the scarab eye should even glow, to be honest with you. But it's just a example of it working. Choose you, Beetle Chew. The beetles use the scarab uses stare. Yeah, that's still pretty strong, but let's do 20. And I'm gonna change this one to the other one. So now I should get a fire beetle looking thing, and his eyes should be a little bit less intense. Hey, Goblin. Yeah, I reworked the eyes. I'm trying a different thing with the beetles right now. So let's do this. Right on. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So what I can do with this then is we can lerp the beetles now. And the way it's just a copy layer. And it works. I don't think you can really even tell a difference. So this will work great. I can't do it, like I said, I can't do it for the deep beetle, so he'll have to remain his own thing. Someone punched me from behind. Wow. Rude. Take all your shit too, bro. Take your bone chip. Idung's really good. Yeah. Was that you in the Mandalorian helmet in Blink's video? No, that was Pattis. I need to get a cool helmet though. I thought about getting like a Batman's cowl or something. Hey, Chinity. But anyway, so yeah, this works. I'm happy with this actually. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and just fucking do this for all of these guys real quick. So give me one minute here. Just doing a copy paste down the line here. And they all need to have this too. Save that. I don't know if this is going to be problematic or not, but it works. Maybe Ollie will tell me it's bad later on. But can you become a wood elf and run around by chance after this? I can. Or I'll switch to my wood elf guy. Good old Woody. Wooden, actually. His name is Wooden. Hey Fielder, happy Friday, man. How you doing? Just give it a sec to load. I hear the sounds. There we go. Is anybody here? Let's run on over to the Worm's Bane. You can see the wood elf here. He's still kind of getting approved, so there's some minor changes here and there that are happening. But he's getting pretty close. I don't have any more clothes. Fire beetles out here. Probably, if there are any fire beetles out here, they're probably invisible right now because they don't have them set where they need to be set. This guy. The toes first walk is very elf-like. Mm-hmm. Look at this green ass rat. Probably need to pick a color that's less intensely green. I think actually what we need to do is make a alternate texture for that. Shinny D says, I really don't want to be the one to point this out. Why does it look like his bulge is wobbling back and forth? Oh, I can't see now. It's too dark in here. I don't have a light source. Hey, Class and Cool. How you doing, man? This cave is very dark. Uh-oh. Someone's following me. Ears look like airplane wings, though. I prefer the EQ elf ears myself. Roland Bus says. Oh, is there going to be a playtest in here? I was going to use this area for my own selfish desires. I'm going to have to go somewhere else, I think. I have a run speed buff on right now, and this is faster. This is well, I can get caught on this thing, and that will help actually. Maybe. This is with run speed buff. His junk moves back and forth, but that's normal, I think. I think there's some weird weird stuff going on in the thigh area. I think it's like a blending thing though. Anyway, yeah, let's I'm gonna reload the zone. Oh, I need to turn off the lighting of this thing too. I don't know. I guess I'll just leave the scarabs as is for now. As long as they work good. So what's the fire beetle thing here? Where are my fire beetles at? Okay, and they're just beetle. I should have saved the... Why does the grain beetle have a robe on? That's what I'd like to know. I need this to be second one. You can't see what oh, because it's dark out. I'm working with in the database here in a sec. Yeah, the I was just looking at, in the database, the Beetle has a robe on. You can't actually wear it, so it doesn't actually show up. Give me 1 second here.
Make it chunkier. Make it chunkier. Make it chunkier.
We'll grab this.
Make it chunkier.
Oh,
Make
And-
it chunkier.
an anonymous gifter gave 5 tier 1 subs. I didn't even know you could do that.
Howdy.
Howdy. Hey Siebes, thanks for the follow. And congrats to Jiraki, the Wingless, Cursor, Cool, Sinfar, and Beldane for your gift subs. I just finished getting through all these things real quick here. And then I'll spawn some more dudes. So the next, yeah, let's do this. Reload. Hopefully nobody's here. And we'll load in some of these beetles. Next thing I want to do is find a good light source value for them. So let's pull this guy up. Boop. What's going on there? Uh-oh, I fell down. Yeah, I think this guy isn't set up properly. Interesting. An interesting effect that's happening there. So I need to... give it a sec to load that whole thing. I think what I need to do is... I didn't plug in the... Did I? Well, I need to check, basically, is what I need to do. Yeah, okay. Let's do this. I just need to plug in this guy here. Because this other one isn't loading textures, so that's what's happening there. Hey, Primus. Yeah, no worries, man. I mean, I tried to. It didn't look like it went through. It didn't look like the raid went through, so I don't know what happened. I think I stopped streaming before I hit the raid button, but I don't know. It didn't do the normal thing, so I wasn't sure if it worked. Okay, cool. Glad it worked. Yeah, I think I goofed on it. It seemed like I goofed on it, so I was like, oh, I don't know. Okay, so this was more of what I was looking for in this guy. It's a pretty intense red, though. So I'm going to drop that down some more. I don't know if it's too strong though. Like with the way I had it with the emissive map, it was like more of a gradual eyeball thing, and now it's just like all one way. So it might be the case where for the fire beetles and the deep beetles, the ones that actually glow, we'll keep them the same, but I'll make another beetle that's therpable or something. I don't know. Not bad though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's try adding a little bit of green. And I'm going to tone it down to 5. Let's see if that does anything.
Newsflash, have your phone are doing the new Guesser Pixel Bob Movie.
That one looks pretty good. I like the orange. Might go a little bit more. Maybe I'll drop it down to 5 or 50 in the green channel. A little bit more red. What's halfway between 75 and 50? 60. Try 60. And I also do 75. Um, 255, 60. The light source as well. Yeah, the red was pretty strong. I think an orange glow for them would be good. But I don't know how well it's gonna go over to have get rid of the emissive maps, but it's kind of the trade-off with setting up to be lerpable. Why isn't he glowing? Oh, put it on the wrong dude. Hey Dragon, I have thought about doing the EQ guesser. I just I don't know, I took a peek at it and the way the map works now makes me a little bit worried. It's like it seemed like it was harder to use the map to find the location than the previous iteration. So maybe we'll give it a go today. I'm just like not sure about it. I'm not sold on it. I don't know.
Boom, money hats.
They're used with a little bit of a
Money
light
hats
source
for everybody.
He's
Boom, money hats.
Oh, I didn't hear the thing go off. Hey, thanks to Fine Possum for the $20 there, man. I missed the alert thing for some reason. I didn't know that I misspelled that, but I will correct that. Thank you. I'm very good at misspelling things. That's kind of my superpower. Free ants. I'm a free answer. How do I even fucking edit that? I gotta log in. I'm not logged in right now. I'll do it later. Run it back. But yeah, that song. I made that. I clipped out like little snippets from Sean's stream, and I got some music from the YouTubes, and I kind of mixed it together. I made it myself, so it's not AI. It's the real Sean. Yeah, I sent it to him before I put it up on there. He laughed, so I figured it was okay to use. I want this to be a bit stronger, the light. Let's go up to Let's go up to 150. All right. If you guys want to, I think I can run it again. Let me know if this works.
Boom, money hats. Money hats for everybody. Boom, money hats.
I think this reminds me, actually, there was one thing I was gonna wait a minute. Where's my thing? Is this?
Boom, money hats.
Okay.
Money hats for everybody.
It does not, it no longer mutes me. I thought it, I had, at one point I set it up to mute me. But then I can't say thank you when it's playing, so. Boom, money hats. Yeah. It's a banger for sure.
Boom, money
Holding.
hats.
Thanks, man.
Money hats for everybody. Boom, money hats.
Did it, oh, there it goes. Yeah, there, dude, Sleepy Drew, there's more I want to do with that. I want to go all out with that thing. It's just, I'm always busy. Too busy to, like, spend too much time on, you know, working on that stuff. I'm gonna go all the way up to 300. The more money you donate, the better it sounds. Yeah, like, so the way the alert works is it doesn't have it just, like, it triggers basically off of the donation. It doesn't have any sort of tier thing, unfortunately. What I could do, I guess, well, like, there's two ways I could do this. Is, like, number one, I can make a bunch of those sorts of things, and then it just, like, randomly selects which one to play each time, so it's kind of randomized. Or I could have it do something kind of generic to let me know that it went off, and then I could pick one. I could make a bunch, and I could pick one, and then have it do different ones based on price, I guess, or something. If I were like a professional streamer, like if I had my shit together. But I don't know the way it's set up through that thing. I don't think there's any way for it to automate doing different tiered things, unfortunately. More bass, more reverb. Oh, you can see this guy coming. So here's the thing with this Beetle. setting it up this way, his butt doesn't glow anymore. His eyes, I don't know. I don't know how people feel about this. I don't know how I feel about it. I think it might be better just to leave one way and then have another one another way. Yeah. Just kill all of these real quick. Let's get a screenshot. Oh,
Boom, money hats.
now the sound works.
Money hats for everybody. Boom, money hats.
Yeah, that was weird. It told me that time. Mo's working now. Yeah, it normally like does like a voiceover and tells me that like alerts me. So those other two, I don't know why it didn't work, but thanks for the 25 Fast and Cool, man. Fielder, doing a dancing lizard is the end goal there. That's what I want to do. Like that's a matter of like setting that up. So need to make a lizard and make him dance. Two-step process. Yeah, I don't know. At what point is it going too far? Like, what if I find myself straight up modeling like a little Sean so that I can make him dance for me on stream? Is that when you call HR? Like, am I gonna get in trouble for that stuff? I don't know. Worth it. I mean, it would be pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody would lose their shit, I think. I don't know about Sean, but everybody but Sean would lose their shit. Ask for forgiveness, not permission. There you go. That is a good way to live your life. I have genuinely I try to do that more, but I don't know, my training, the way my mom raised me, it's always been the other way around. Can't get in trouble if there's no HR office yet. There you go. I'm waiting for the day when Sean like clips my shit, makes a thing out of it. Oh god, I need to reload this. Hey Nick, are you still there? I got a question. He was a rear admiral, so he would know. Hmm. Okay, so let me want this guy. Do we like this? Let's take a screenshot. Where's my screenshot button here? This. Come on. Save that. Versus what it used to look like. Let's see if we can revert back. Or maybe I'll just see if I can open the client. Well, while this is updating, what do you guys think of the update? The our April update. I feel like a lot of people were talking about stuff, but I didn't see too much chatter about the fact that we announced a test coming up. You guys catch that part? There's another. Not only is there another public test coming soon, there's, you know, in the lead up to that test, we're going to have other stress tests as well. So it's not just one test that's coming up. It's going to be one. Well, I don't know how long it's going to be. Here, I'll read it here. We're planning to host another free public playtest at the end of June. We'll likely have one or more stress tests between now and then. So, a couple tests coming up. I suspect the stress test ones will be like shorter ones, like a couple hours, maybe a day worth of something. Typically, the way we've done those in the past has been like, when Sean is streaming, he's like, guys, we're going to do a stress test. And then for the duration of his stream, you know, the servers will be active. So keep an eye out. Those won't be announced ahead of time. Those are kind of spontaneous typically. So you got to be kind of laying around to catch those. But the actual playtest is more than likely going to be a weekend thing. That's how it's usually been. So let me find somebody in Night Harbor. I'll go with this dude. Fielder says, any idea if first we'll do another quest line for the June one? That last one was really fun. Maybe. I don't know. Boots. Low speed. I want to run fast. Why am I moving so slow? Jordan says, I set my Discord to notify me if a message appears in the playtest channel. There you go. Yeah, I think if there might be a post in there when there's a stress test too, honestly, or it may not be. The stress tests aren't always announced. It's kind of like they're more for those that are paying attention. It's kind of at the whim of, you know, going with the moment. So slow. You're just huge. Yeah. You'd think I'd be faster without the hair on. I'd be more aerodynamic. I honestly should just go to Fire Beetle. That's really what I came here for. Okay, so this is what it looks like. This is the original one. Let's go over here to this one. Scalp of speed. So let me get a good shot of this guy. So here are the two. Here's the... Which one of these do we like better? Which one is cooler? Honestly, the new one kind of lights better. This one, all the light is behind him, and so he's all in shadow and stuff. So here, let's A and B. And let me do a poll. Let's have fun. Community interaction. Woohoo, manage polls. Create new poll. Which beetle is best in life? A. B. We'll do that just for 1 minute. And start poll. See. What do you guys think? Oop. Got 5 votes for B. Got 2 votes for A so far. But glow for me. So hard to pick. I like them both. Do a poll which watch it be 50-50. That would suck. It's almost there. A looks like it's under it, but B's neutral. The radius might be a bit large on B. Reddish. Yeah, I mean, so Nick, here's the difference between the two. This one is the old way, but this one is all lerpable and controlled by data. So that's the biggest difference between the two. I guess I'm trying to see if we can set them up to be lerpable, and if we like how it looks, then you know all that comes with stuff being lerpable comes with that. Okay, it was a tie in the end. You guys have not helped at all. Thank you for nothing. I shouldn't have shown you the results until afterwards. Oh man. Trying smaller radius with more similar color to the old on the... How do I change the radius? I don't know how to do that. Is that an option in the database? Is because as far as I can see, all I have is light which I assume is this intensity, and then I have RGB values. So I don't know if there's a way to change the radius. I didn't see anything that was like light size control or anything. But I do kind of like how this is lit, I guess, better. I mean, this looks better to me. I could like fiddle with the colors more. I could actually even try and figure out what values I used on this guy and put it on that guy. Maybe we'll do that. So this light. Uh, 141. 0. No. And then the intensity is 200. So I'm already actually strong. I might leave it at 300. It's at 300 right now. I might leave it at 300 because the size of this point light might be smaller, and this is 15. How big is that actually? This might actually be bigger than it needs to be. Roland Bus says B if ember flames come out the eyes. That might be a bit of a challenge with the way I'm trying to set them up. Can't guarantee that. Sleepy George says in B you get no sense of creature actual color because the underlight overpowers the whole model. I would argue you don't really see much of this either though because of the light. Like in daylight, you would be able to tell on both of them. At night, I would like this is obviously being tinted by the light a lot more, but you can actually see more of it. But you can't really see this guy either too much. So the sleepy tree in this example, they're both. This is the same beetle. They're both orange. We do have another beetle. We have this guy, but this is not a fire beetle. This is just the scarab. So we do have a green one, but we're not comparing. We're not looking at the green one right now. But let me input these values into. Wait, I fucked up actually. I'm gonna do this. Hang on. Wait. Give me a second here. So if I do 141 in the green, that light. Let's go check that out real quick. I think that's all I need to change right now. Hey, Red Cloud, how's it going, man? Hey, Desrin, what up, dude? Desrin says he voted with his heart and my lerps. It almost looked like the attached position of the light is lower on a. I think it might be. So with the here, I'll go back to this real quick. So with this one is all entirely customly made. So I positioned that light underneath him so that, and I put it really close to him so that it would generate the light on the ground, but also on his butt, to give kind of the illusion that he himself is glowing on his butthole. With this one, the light is just kind of, I don't even know where it is. I think it's just kind of in the center of him probably, so it's just generating a general light source. And I don't have a specific control of where it is or how intense it is to get like this specific look. It's all entirely through data. So I mean, there could be more controls added to this to make it more specific, but I think that's why we're getting light on top of him like this, because it's probably actually right here or something, maybe. I don't know. But I can't adjust it beyond the three, like the intensity and the color, pretty much. So. You'd vote for B. Yeah, I mean, I think if you want to like talk about like the reason I positioned it here is because it was like more of a realistic option, right? Because like you think about like what are they called, the fireflies? They kind of glow from their butt, so like all the light would be back there, and maybe you wouldn't see the front of them. Probably part of the defense mechanism that it is, but from like a visual standpoint, this one is more visible. Be sure those underbody lights are illegal. I don't know the rules here. The rules of the road. I'm not a traffic policeman. Zone. Building says, I like A. It definitely tricks the viewer into thinking it has a glow, but then you get to see the silhouette of the mono. Roland Bus says, I do see A as kind of a lighting butt feel. Seems more realistic somehow. It gives off kind of a firefly vibe. Yeah, that's what I was going for with the initial round. So, like I said, so we don't. It doesn't have to be an either or situation. I think because like what I can do is just like if everybody likes this and we want to keep this, then I'll just keep it, and then I can just make so all the fire beetles will look like this, and then we can also I can make like a beetle too. B2, and then we can have like a lerpable beetle, but it wouldn't be the fire beetle. It would be just all the other beetles that we want to do different colors with and stuff. But we wouldn't be able to do lighting or emissive maps and stuff on those ones. So we can have both, but we can't like mix and match kind of thing. Let's see what this did. All right, so here he is with a more orange light source color. Yeah, the light. Hey, there's a scarab to run by as a comparison. Thanks, buddy. You were helpful. But yeah, the light source is definitely in front of them. You can definitely see it's all right here, and there's nothing really here. So I don't know. I think this looks pretty cool, but let me actually take a screenshot of this. Let me see. Screenshot button. Oops. So this is, again, this is the same beetle. You get a lot more color of the texture at night with him and everything too. Sleepy Druid says emissive. Is that the word I was looking for? Yes, emissive is the word you were looking for. Emissive. So these eyes right here, this is an emissive material. It's like taking the paint bucket tool and dipping it in like neon, glowy neon material. This one has an emissive as well. You can see it, but this is handled in a different way than these eyes, which is also kind of why they're less strong. I think I could pump that up actually, but so these actually both have glowing eyes. It's just this one is handled differently than this one. Yeah. Or just put the eyes of B onto A. That can be done. I mean, this is the same. It's the same beetle. The only thing I did change was the eyes. So I mean, I can do that. It's just, I mean, yeah. What we're really talking about here is not so much like, I mean, we're talking about like which one we like better, but it's also why, because why this change is even happening. This isn't like, I'm not doing a change here to like make it look cooler or whatever. It's kind of a switching to a different system kind of situation, because this guy, the A beetle here, that's just, I made the model, I put the texture in there, and then that's what it is forever. There's no changing it. But the B one here, that's set up on the LERP system that I keep talking about all the time, which is hooked up to the database. And what that allows us to do is have one model be have different color textures and stuff like very rapidly. Like you can do it all in the database. Like I can change a value in the database here, and I can make those eyes like green or something. And with this guy, I couldn't do that. So there's greater implication of more variety with this thing. So it's like, if we like this enough or better than this, then that's both an aesthetic bonus, but also it allows us to do way more in the future. So that's kind of what I'm really talking about here. Why I'm sitting here thinking about it. But if we're like, no, I like this one better, let's stick with this one. Okay, so that one I'll just leave alone, and then I could still make a beetle that's set up on the lerp system, but it would be a different beetle kind of thing. It'd be a separate thing. So yeah. Feldane says I like them both. I like both of them, and they could be two separate species. Can't do that. Everything must be on the same. Here he is in daytime, though. I think it's worth probably looking at him in daytime too. Because the eyes look a certain way. When they're not glowing, they look a certain way. So yeah, I think what I might end up being is I just leave the fire beetles alone. Because either way, the deep beetle needs to be left alone. Like if I here, I'll pull up a deep beetle. You guys probably haven't seen them. Let me make it nighttime again. Have you guys seen the deep beetle? You probably only have seen it if you've delved deep enough into Wormsbane, or you've somehow found your way into a secret area. This is what they look like. Actually, that's not what they look like, because he's using the same thing. So his eyes aren't really working properly. But if you ignore the eyes for a sec, the rest of the body is kind of more glowy and shit. So just imagine the eyes are like the same kind of glowiness as the body parts there. It's actually not a good example of them. This definitely would not be I couldn't replicate this with the lerp system, so this guy would have to be on the old system anyway. So I think I'm kind of walking into a situation where I need to have multiples. Bioluminescence, yes. Does it illuminate a radius around as well? Yeah, so this guy, normally he would have the same kind of glowing butt as this guy, but it's like white. So white, or it's like a light blue kind of color. You can actually kind of see it on his legs there. It's sort of trying to do it, but yeah, I think he's not really working properly right now because of the change I did. So all right, so I think that's what I'm probably going to do, honestly. What I'll do here is I'm going to have we're going to keep the fire beetle and the deep beetle separate, and then I'll just make I'm going to turn the scarab into a lerpable thing, I think is what I'm gonna do. Fielder, it's not supposed to be as subtle as it is right now. I think some stuff is a little bit wonky. It's actually supposed to be a little bit more not subtle. But let me think here. I think I need to. Why is the? Oh, okay. I need to undo a bunch of this shit here. I think I want to undo this part. Guard these two. Okay. And then, so we have a Beetle. Change the name of this. This is call that the Fire Beetle. Is that gonna break stuff? Let's make sure it doesn't break stuff. Yeah, I think all those changes I did to the eyes and everything, I'm probably gonna junk those, and I'll just have the regular Beetle. I'll just import another one. Actually, do I even need to do that? Now that I think about it, I don't think I even need to do that. I could have just left this as Beetle, probably. Yeah. I'm just talking myself into circles here. Don't mind me. I'm just crazy. Let's go. We'll get it sorted out. I think if I want to do anything with the eyes, though, I would have to keep those changes. I don't know, man. All right, yeah. So this guy's still here. We can take a look at him. This is what he's supposed to look like. You see, the eyes are more glowy, and his little tail, his butt, is more glowy. So. I don't know why he's not glowing. Yeah. It's nice little. You can see the placement of the light makes it look like he's kind of glowing back there. And if you actually kill him, like when he moves around and stuff, because it's attached to him, it flips around and shit, so it's kind of cool. This one doesn't really do it so much. Because the light on this one isn't actually attached to the Beetle itself. So, yeah, I think this is probably the way to go, honestly, and just have a separate one. Well, I was trying to see if there's a way to make to like have our cake and eat it too kind of thing, but I mean we still can. I just need to do it a different way. So let me open up the blend file that I have. Open Beetle. And I actually, ooh, girl, I didn't save a version number on this one. Beetle. Let me see if I can save myself with a blend one file here. Hell yeah. Dude, Blender is the best, man. Blender got me covered. I fuck up, Blender's like, I got you, bro. Okay, so this is the original Beetle. So here's the trick, right? With the eyes. The eyes are built in, and they're not really shapely. So if I wanted to break this out in any way, I can't really do it. So I'm just thinking, like, if we do any other, like, if I set up a Beetle to be like a lerpable thing, I don't think I even need to have a different thing right now. Beetle FBX, Fire Beetle. Let's just undo those. This should work. This should work. I just need the prefab to do different things, I think. Yeah, this. So if I go back to what's the thing here? So we'll just set this all back to 0. Don't actually need this. Did I? Okay, so this one isn't even set up. I don't think I even need to clean this up, but I'm going to just for my own sake here. Give me 1 sec to noodle on the database off screen here. Okay. So this one, the Fire Beetles, Deep Beetles will be left alone, but this one is going to be on my little buddy here. So we have that one. These should all still be set up that way. Hey John, how you doing, man? Red Cloud says, been learning Blender myself the past few years. Blender's pretty good. I think I was trying to do some animation on Wednesday, and that's an area that I I need to learn more about, I think, still. I mean, there's many areas that I still need to learn about, but in terms of things that I actually need to know, like for this project, animation, knowing more about the animation tools would be a helpful thing. I was learning it to make my Dark Lord VTuber and do a walk cycle with him. I need to revisit it. I need to make version 2 because the first rig was a mess. Yeah, man, I know all about messy rigs. I was trying to do a dervish on Wednesday, and I was just trying to get it to like rotate around, like a circle, and it didn't want to do it. So because I did a shitty rig probably. So this actually could just be all red. I don't actually need this to be anything different. Yeah, you were there. Dervish didn't go so well. I'm gonna see if Arkansas wants to do it. He'd be better equipped to do it. Because that model is gonna be like 90% animation anyway. As long as we can get it, we can set it up so that we can like put other things on there. All right, let me find some beetles here to go to fire. I want to make sure the fire beetles are working properly first. 596. They are not working properly. Oh, I know why. I remember what I have done. They're still using the scarab. They should be using the actual fire beetle prefab. So I guess after all this, what I'm gonna end up with is I'm just gonna have basically the death beetle, and any other beetles we do are probably just gonna be a texture swap. I still have this guy with all the spikes and shit on him, and we could probably do that if we want to do, since I've already made him. Maybe we'll keep him and we'll use him for like named bugs and stuff. I don't know, but look for fire beetle. This should be in there. Beetle. Make sure that's using the right one. Gara Beetle's using Beetle. Oh, okay. Yeah. So. Shiny brass beetle. Beldane, you're a genius. We can make shiny brass beetle armor and weapons with it. I still want to make an homage to Screaming Mace somehow. That was my favorite weapon. The very first character I made was the Halfling Druid, and I did the Screaming Mace quest and the Scarab Armor quest, and I didn't care how shitty that armor was. I kept it. That's the stuff I used. I did eventually replace my Screaming Mace though with like that one from Luckland that had like the hook on the pole section of it. That was pretty cool too. Okay, let's find. Okay, I see a light over here. All right, fire beetle is. He's looking different because I changed the light on there. I don't think I ever did Screaming Mace quest. It's in Crushbone. You get the dwarven mace, I think, from Emperor Crush, and then you also need the shawl, the prayer shawl. I think you give. I forget how you get the prayer shawl. I think that's part of the quest too, right? I think you need like some bracers or bracer. You give the bracer of battle to the dwarf. It gives you the prayer shawl, and then I think if you give him the prayer shawl and the dwarven mace, he gives you the screaming mace. I'm pretty sure that's how it worked. It's been a while though. I think do you get the dwarven mace from? Do you have to get the chest piece from Crushbone? In order for to get the mace in the first place? I forget. I don't know why the light is in a different location on this guy. Move it a little bit. Like you turn in the ringmail tunic to the smith, and gives you the mace. Yeah. Yeah. So do you give the bracer of battle to the elf then, and then he gives you the prayer shawl, or is it all? Does the dwarf give the? I mean, I could look it up, I guess. It's a pretty simple quest. But I mean, back in those days, it was one of the more complicated quests I did back in the day. That was probably the most complicated quest I did back in like the actual, you know, day. Yeah, give the dwarven mace and the prayer shawl to the. Oh, you give it to the elven priest, not the dwarf. Yeah. Why is the? What do you get from this one? Hand the dwarven smith a shiny brass shield. That one just gives you experience. He doesn't give you anything cool for it. Why would you give him the shield? Then it's a nice shield. I had that shield too, I think. So I had the shield and the screaming mace, and then my scarab armor, and I was fucking ready for fucking. I was ready for anything. Okay. This little light isn't really doing what it used to. I don't know if it's because of the lighting change. The beetles are looking a little bit sad. But anyway, they show up. So texture's working. The lights are kind of trying to work. Our eyes are working. These guys are working. Okay, so we're back where we wanted to be. So all the scarabs now are lerping, but I'm using the original texture still. So I'm kind of back where I started, but at least I can make something new off of that. Yeah, my brother got me into it as well. That's how I started. He would play EverQuest, and I would just kind of sit next to him and watch. And then eventually, I was able to play. He had an ogre Shadow Knight, and then I made a halfling druid. I mean, I sat there and watched him very intently as he crafted arrows in Neriak for his Shadow Knight. I was like, oh, interesting. You're putting, I guess you get the shaft and you've got the notch and the arrowhead. Very interesting. Combining. Oh, I didn't see that coming. That was good. Yeah, I was very interested. Anyway, so I've done fucking nothing today. It feels like. I guess what I could do though is like paint a another beetle texture. That's where I'm at with this right now. So I think here there is like an ornate beetle. The OCD in me doesn't really like having them separated like this, but it is what it is, I guess. Death Beetle, Deep Beetle, Deep Beetle. I'll get rid of this stuff for now. He goes away. Oh, he doesn't go away. Why doesn't he? I edited him a little bit. I changed his head a little bit. Does this have the animations in it? Let's see. It does. Export this. So rig from this model, none. All that stuff's still attached. Wonder what would happen if I do this. Let's try something fun real quick. Well, you pondered a lot, which always leads to good things. Yeah, I guess figuring out what course to take is always good. Where do you get the forest drakeling scale? Is that one of the newer quests that they put in for like the newbie thing, or is that something else? Butcher Block was the original newbie quest. Was that? Oh, that was one of the class specific ones. Was that like a soul? That was a newbie quest, or like one of the soul Temple of Souls things? I don't remember there being really any new outside of the scarab stuff and little kind of bits and pieces like that. I don't remember newbie quests, but I played an enchanter, or I played casters, and they didn't really get quests like that. I could see that being kind of a thing for fighters. Okay, the animations still aren't working there. This was the other issue I was running into with trying to add a different beetle. So I duplicate this. Beetle death. Hey Keith, how you doing, man? Howdy folks, doing good. How is everybody? I'm doing okay, just kind of muddling through some beetle stuff right now. I'm thinking about I was trying to attack it from a couple different sides to see what would work best. And I think we're what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave we're gonna have multiple beetle prefabs, and two of them are gonna be the regular ones, and then one of them is gonna be a lerpable one, so we can damn. That's cool. So we can have to finish my thought, sorry, I got distracted. I'm trying to set it up so we can get multiple beetles going. And this dude just isn't playing, so I don't even want to fuss with that right now. Beetle surfing, yeah. Let's get rid of that stuff. Whatever this is. Fire Beetle asset. I don't know what this is. What that is. All right. Anyway, so yeah, we're looking at just doing a different texture for this thing. So, I don't even know what to do with this. Get rid of it for now. The Funny Possum says, that's one thing I love about OG EQ. Equipment was hard to get when no one knew anything about the game. There were no strategy guides and no easy quests to get a decent weapon and armor. I think I ran around in leather armor and a rusty axe on my ranger until level 12. Well, there were like weren't there like those strategy guide books that you could buy though? Those still existed, I thought. I don't know what was in those. I don't know if they had quests or those sorts of things. You learn by dying, yeah. Yeah, I never had one of those guys either. I definitely learned by dying too. Alright, so if we're gonna do a texture for this dude. Beetle. Beetle. Close this. I'm gonna save this. Posterity. Posterity Beetle. I don't know how far we're gonna get on this today, because all that fussing about earlier was a lot of my time, and I'm gonna need to eat something at some point. So, but I figure if I could find something, kind of throw something together, or we'll see what we can do. I guess is basically what we're doing here. see. Let's open the original Beetle. Du- 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 du. There's my base. So here's the base. Good old Beetle base. Now, what do we want to do here with this guy? One thing I was thinking about was, I wanted to do like a black kind of spooky Beetle kind of thing. It's already mirrored. So let's do, I want like some of this striation, the ribbed ones. I don't know what it's called, what you call it, but and I was thinking this one would be more smooth this time. So taking away the smoothie bits from or the ribbed bits from this one, I mean. Bildane says, I had a couple of the Prima official strategy guides, but we didn't get those until later. Just had a binder with printed off sheets. Just eat some fish cakes. It's a hearty meal. Go for another 2-3 hours. Oh. And I don't know what I'm going to do here, but it's going to be different. Hmm. That seems pretty on the nose, right? Punisher Beetle. Skullface Beetle, best Beetle. Reminds me of bald face hornets. Do they have a skull on them? Let's look up bald face hornet. Just because they're like bone colored. I gotcha. It's really hard to not just put another eye, I think, right there. So that's what makes it look Beetle-y to me.
Howdy.
Howdy. A piece of energy. Thanks for the follow. Welcome. Could call it a lich beetle. What if it looked like a skull from an angle so it's not super obvious? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I was trying to make it, if it was like kind of an abstract shape or something that like kind of looked like a skull, so you could say that it's more of a natural occurrence. And
Howdy.
rolling bus. Hey man, thanks for the follow, dude. Probably got a couple new folks with the update. It sounded like there's a couple new people who said they found us recently. I feel like the Eminem test hype growing. It has begun. Yeah, man. You guys gotta. I mean, that's the way to go, right? Like I said, there's the scheduled test at the end of June, but there's going to be the kind of more impromptu ones here and there. So you gotta kind of pay attention. Part of those. Thulin says, gonna do any geometry changes in this? Man, when did this happen? So I was noodling around with stuff earlier. I don't know if you're just walking in, Thulin, but I was trying to figure out the best way to approach doing more Beetle stuff. There's like a plethora of ways to do it. And kind of where I'm settling on it, I think for the moment is I'm just gonna do a texture swap, and then I'm gonna set up one of the Beetles to be on the lerp system, so that we can, because right now none of them are, or actually as of right now one of them is actually, but historically all the Beetles have been kind of old school, custom model, custom materials, and static and all that stuff. So and I was earlier in the stream I was seeing if I could set up the fire beetle to be lerpable, and if we liked it enough to like just have one beetle, and then we would be able to, you know, do all sorts of stuff. But I kind of feel like it was sort of mixed, and
The rear M&M doesn't have a hype train. It is a hype boat. That boat has been known to attack landlubbers. Fair warning for ya.
it's a hype boat. Anyway, kind of lost my train of thought there. My hype boat of thought. Flying Possum says, is there a plan to do a wasp, hornet, bee? I can't remember the list. Define Possum, dude, I'm really looking forward to doing a wasp. I want to do a wasp, so yes. But it's not on, I don't think it's on the list right now, and it's not like high priority. So it's not coming soon, but it will happen because I want to. I don't really know what I'm doing with this. Kind of playing. Making something, trying to make something neat, I guess. Darius says, so when in June is the test planned for? I must have missed that in the update. Yeah, it seems like, it kind of sounds like a lot of people missed that little nugget of knowledge in the update. I'll say it again. Let me pull up the thing again so I can just read it. we're planning to host another free public playtest at the end of June. So it's at the end of June. We'll likely have one or more stress tests between now and then. So that means that we're having what it'll likely be is at the end of June we'll have like a weekend, a couple days probably where it's the big test, but we'll have some kind of impromptu stress test that probably will only last 3-4 hours or something like that, leading up to that. So I don't know when those will be. Those will likely be during Sean's stream, most likely. So I don't have any specific dates on any of that stuff right now, though. I mean, Goblin, Nick does troll sometimes, but like sometimes, yeah, I think that's the joy he gets out of it. You never know if he's fucking with you or something's coming down the pipe. Sometimes I just want to do some of those mob textures, but then remember that I have 1 million concepts and trillion icons to do. Yeah. Hey, is there anything on the list that you're eyeballing, like, or you want to do any like alternate textures or anything? Because maybe if you did like, I mean, maybe doing an alternate texture would be a fairly quick thing. I don't know. Let me know, man. Is there anything in particular that kind of interested in? Or when we get to the armor stuff, we'll probably, I don't know, maybe we'll see if you want to do one of the armor textures or something. Because I think the armor is something that we all need to like it would be good. That'd be a good place for all of us to kind of jump in on. So there's going to be a lot of those, and but these rat, hell yeah, dude.
Howdy.
Howdy. Jinmaru. Is that, am I saying that right? Jinmuru? Welcome. Thanks for the follow. Wonder if I can hide these. Like that. Yeah, close enough. Okay. The armor is going to be a lot. Racial faces. Also weapons. Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to doing some weapons and shields and stuff as well. No game has done a good flail. Hope you guys try. Might be a reason for that. Eminem has definitely picked up a few more followers, viewer numbers going up. Yeah, people waiting around for a big announcement. I ain't got none, unfortunately. So. Colin says, I think maybe worth doing you deeper shadows now. The darkest you'd go, like in the crevices. Maybe. Wouldn't hurt, I guess. I'm still not like... I'm still deciding if I even like this right now. I kind of dig the head. I'm trying to figure out how to transition some of the shit that's going on there onto here. Because what I was thinking of doing was like kind of like I don't even know how to describe it, the appearance of it. Like kind of a hammered metal sort of thing, I guess. Like, I don't know. Something kind of like this, I guess, but like smoother, I guess. I don't know. What is hammered metal plate mail? Yeah, something kind of like this, I guess, where it's smooth, but you can kind of tell it's uneven. But I don't even know if that would look good on this, let alone if I can pull that off. Because like I've got like segments here on his head, and then I would be shifting to like a big area of flat, kind of semi uneven thing. So I'm wondering if it'd be better to try and do some sort of plated something instead. Keep some sort of design element going through him. Oh shit. Seeing if I can do anything that sort of vaguely resembles a skeleton as well. Kind of like that. Kind of like where this is going. This is working for me. What about a moral mushroom? What? All right, Thulin, if you're taking off, thanks for hanging for a little bit, dude. Hope you have a good one. On vacation? What are you doing checking in on here on your vacation? Yeah, I think doing this on the centerpiece is it's a better move than whatever I was gonna do before. Waspinator. Just seeing where the eyes were on this guy compared to the other one. Pretty spooky. Kind of scary looking. I was trying to line up these gaps with where the legs are, but these segments, I'm wondering if I want to like cut this in half and have these like a little bit smaller, a little more narrow. That. I don't know if that's too much though. Kind of this last segment gets kind of squished anyway. So let's reset this.
Howdy.
Howdy. Distrom. Thanks for the follow. My favorite Transformer was Inferno, the ant one from Beast Wars. Beast Wars was dope, man. That was the only Transformers that I actually really watched. I think the original cartoon was before my time, a little bit before. I never really got into it then. And I don't know if there was any other shows that they made between then and Beast Wars or whatever, but I remember, or maybe just I wasn't on the right channel or whatever, but yeah, I watched a lot of Beast Wars. Yeah, Beast Wars has not aged well. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I don't know what their process was though. I think it's probably pretty impressive that they got a show out like that every week or whatever. Like at the time. But yeah, those early CG shows and stuff. Honestly, they didn't look great at the time either. Let's be real. You know what I mean? Like, it was cool. I didn't watch Reboot. It was kind of a weird story. Never got into it. Hmm. Kind of doing the same thing. This kind of works. Let me know if you want to do a workshop thing. It would be a good thing to see how you transfer some techniques to this program. Yeah. I think, you know what? Now that you mention it, there's like there's a whole other technique that, I think right now I'm just kind of like finding what it is this guy is going to be. I think workshop for like techniques on how to achieve certain like materials and stuff would be good at some point. I'm trying to hit like a certain texture type for this dude, or for anything really. I'm trying to do something that's like with this that is different enough from the other Beetle, I guess, but obviously working with the same geometry and everything. I don't know why that's not really painting properly across that edge. Oh man, you back from I guess you're back from the ad right now. I was just saying, yeah, right now with this guy, I want to just kind of figure out. I'm just playing, figuring out what he's gonna be, but I think you're really good with like the methodology of painting different materials and things, so I think a workshop for how to paint or whatever specific materials would be a useful thing. I'm just not sure.
Howdy.
Like for this guy specifically, I don't know. I haven't settled on anything yet, basically, on what those will be. So I'm just kind of in the figuring it out stage, I guess. Hey Joppa, how you doing, man? Thanks for the follow, dude. Hope you're doing well on this Friday. Probably gonna head on out for dinner and stuff in the near future here. Messing around with a Beetle right now, though. Some alternate textures. What color is this Beetle gonna be? I kind of want to do like, so this is supposed to be a death Beetle. So I'm thinking like blacks, reds, a lot of bone color. I'm kind of painting him right now with sort of the intention of it being kind of bone colored, and I want to see what that looks like. And if that's not really gonna fly, then maybe I'll lean into the more dark black, red, some blues in there probably, some just all dark colors. Color of their despair after wiping. Yes. This guy could probably be lerped as well. Like, I'm gonna set him up from the get-go to be lerpable and stuff. Trying to make him kind of gross too. Seven up of beetles, yes. Well, we already have the scarab. Oh. Or thinking Maleficent from her Bellfire Necro Beetle. That'd be cool too. Yeah, like that's the thing with this though, is like we could him being lerpable, we could do all of those things. So kind of what works. What works with it. Maybe have some of the tips of the legs rotting or cracked. Gonna try and paint some. I don't know how well the UVs are. Honestly, that the UVs on this guy aren't the best. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, we'll see. Hmm. I'll send you the rat after this. If you want, man. So that's he's been eating like the diseased version anyway. And now that we have the rat lerping, it's easy to add it in. And you could probably just pull it out. Yeah, dude. Here, I'll send it to you now because I'm probably ready to roll out. So if you get your thing ready, I'll just like raid you. How about that? Because I want to go eat something. Let me save this too. Beetle. I mean, I'll send it to you now, and if you If you don't want to stream right now, that's cool too, but whenever. Let me just find it. Rat. Look at this fuzzy boy. So wait, what the fuck is this? Oh, that's the texture. That's the fur. Okay, yeah. I had done a couple little edits to this guy. He's got some flyaways now. He's got little fuzzy flyaways here, but they're in geometry, so you can't do wispy flyaways. It's not a transparency thing. He's not set up to be transparent. And the same with the whiskers. I basically this was before he was lerping, I think. So yeah, the whiskers are down here in the corner. Yeah. So I think you could probably get it to not have whiskers if you didn't want to. Yeah. Let me delete this. You don't need that. He's got one texture. Export FBX. Inkable rat. Downloads. And I don't know if that's the latest texture actually. Let me see. It's not. This is the latest one. Copy. Paste. So one thing to, yeah. So there's no alphing. He's got no alphas. I don't think you could even set up anything right now on him. You could just not do whiskers, I guess. But the fur is kind of like layered on top of each other, so if you tried to alpha out anything here, it probably wouldn't go very well. Let me send this to you. Where did I put that texture? So remember, this is he's lerping now. So you have two options. You can try and paint with lerping in mind, and then we can try and do color channel stuff, or you can just paint it all in color, and then we'll use a copy function. That could work too. So. And you could try and do a bit of both, I guess, if you wanted to, but I mean, you do whatever you want to do, I guess. And we'll if I notice anything that's might be problematic, I'll just let you know, and we'll. Yeah, I mean. Yeah, I'm thinking like it might be
Howdy.
It might be better to do it in color and just use the copy function for this one, because if you want to paint like a bunch of gore and shit and have it transition to fur and stuff and do that transition cleanly, trying to get a nice clean mask around those regions is going to be harder probably. So depending on what you have in your head or what you end up doing, but like any sort of transitions like between like gnarly gory stuff to like what he is right now and stuff, it could be hard to get masks going for those. So but we can figure it out. Just do what you want, and then we can always have a chat about how to mask it out or what to do later on, or whatever. So are you gonna stream right now? Oh, you're live already. Cool. All right, so we're gonna raid. Fucked up. We're gonna raid Gabos. He's gonna work on the rat texture, and I'm gonna go get some food. So that's gonna be it for me today, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all the new follows and everything, and thanks for all the donations. You guys are awesome. Hope you guys have a happy Friday, and let me hit the button here. And I'll catch you guys next week. All right, we'll be back on Monday. Yeah, that's all I got. Okay, let's go raid.